Okay, if you click that, when you're in Hole Wizard, in the Position tab, if you don't select any kind of plane at first, you can click the Select 3D thing, and you just stick them kind of anywhere. Anyway, let me show you what I'm fucking talking about. Okay, I'm going to leave these settings default and hit 3D Sketch. Now, like I said, I can draw these anywhere, almost anywhere.
The pointer is different, but just as with the status of the sketch mode, right click
anywhere I want, like so. And by the way, notice that I'm adding like concentric relationships and so forth while I'm still in hole edit mode. So you just have to be in sketch mode, even though there's no sketch active. You can see there. But anyway, it allows you to put dimensions and stuff like that on here before you complete your hole operation. So that's what's basically going on here. We're still in hole mode. Although you may not be able to see it, but since the stuff's all lit up, that can tell you that we are in hole mode. So I'm doing this.
set the dimension to 1 inch. And then add a dimension between the node and the other side.
Set this dimension to 1 inch.
Set this dimension to 2 inches.
Okay.
As you might have guessed, we're editing a 3-dimensional sketch, but as you can see, it was pretty easy to fully constrain it. The only thing we had to do differently is to use surfaces instead of edges to define the locations of a couple of holes. You might try using the edges when you add dimensions to this hole to see the difference. If you look down the surfaces, you can see how the surfaces align the dimensions. Once you've fully defined the sketch, click the green check to create the holes. Now expand the holes in the Feature Manager. The first hole has 2 two-dimensional sketches, and the second hole has a 3-dimensional sketch and a 2-dimensional sketch. The first sketch in both of these holes is the sketch that constrains the location of the holes. So if you need to change the location of a hole, edit the first sketch. The second sketch is the profile of the hole. The feature controls this sketch, so edit the feature instead of the sketch to change the profile of the hole. That's it for this lesson. Before you proceed to the next lesson, save your work.
Will do, bozo. Oh, and by the way, we had to do that cutout before so that we could put this hole in at an angle. What I had to do is I had to create this plane, and I'm still a little confused by that, but I had to draw a parallel line, which is a pain in the fucking ass, on this sketch right here, and it has to be parallel. Oh, come on. Anyway, like I said, it had to be 1 inch difference, and this had to be parallel, but I was having a hard time getting it to be where it needs to be. It's a construction plane, so at any rate, then I went over to the reference geometry and added a plane right here. And initially I added it to like this face, and then apparently, and again, it's always been at a weird angle, and then then I selected this line, so I don't know if that's like normal to that plane. I'd imagine that it is, so that should produce a 90-degree angle, I suppose. Anyway,